Hello, everyone, and thank you for coming back to the channel. We're in full effect. We're bringing about some oldie but goodie reviews I used to do, and then we're throwing out some off the walls. Like, I can't believe that person just do that. Okay, so that brought about my "Do you feel what I feel?" That's the question. That whole mess, that whole debacleness about Block showing up on the Real Housewives of Atlanta to get his just due, his what, 48 seconds worth of fame back in the picture. We already know Kandi like it, flip it, slap it, rub it down. She like them thugs in her life. You need a THUG, a thug nigga in the place to be. Okay, I should have said ninja, but we pretty much know I'm black. We get down like that. We say that for endearing purposes to other black fellow, people. But then, like I said, anybody can be a nigga, ninja, however you put it. It's just the mentality that you staple on that. If you're having that mentality, you're acting that way, because that's where it derived when they try to say certain things about black people when they're acting a certain way. That's nigga mentality. So, like I said, you could be Asian, you could be Native American, you could be black, white, you could be Hispanic. It doesn't matter. If you're acting that way, you can be called out that way all day, every day in my book. All right. But anyway, we all know she likes thuggish men. And they ain't have to have done a felony in their lifetime or whatever. They just have that body built on deck. They carry themselves in a very defensive and protective way. And it's kind of endearing. And women like to know that they're being protected by their man. If anything has to pop off, they will protect and serve. Okay? So pretty much she was rocking with AJ. We know he had that thug mentality. Fizz out, as Scrappy, would say. I'm loving hip hop. Had to put the pause on him. Yes, Scrappy from that life. That's why they call him Scrappy, because he always getting in fights. You can look at Block and tell he's been around the way. He got a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and he runs those streets if he has to. Okay, if you know what I mean. And AJ, her deceased, somewhat fiance slash ex fiance prior to his demise. Um, she was running with him, and he was like a little thug too. Okay, had the mentality where, hey, you're not gonna mess with me, you're not gonna mess with mine. If you try to step with me or step to me, you will get blasted. Okay, so you can take it however you want to see it. It could be like he getting very badly beat up and had to go to the hospital, or he could do work where he just take you out the world physically or just with artillery. You get my drift? All right, we moving on. Kandi loved those type of men. They probably taught her about her sexuality and how to be kind of rough with it. You know what I'm saying? Because it don't seem to me that Todd can just throw her up against the wall, lick her all the way down, flip on her side, carry her over her shoulder, throw her on the bed, and just have what you know what I'm saying? It's kind of risque right there. Oh, I kind of got to, okay. Moving off subject, putting myself back on subject. Yes, we had this whole little thing with uh Kandi pretty much saying Block ain't this, that, and the other. Did my little research. Gonna tell you to go to websites. Just Google felony or whatever and put in Block's name. Do your research, people. You'll come up and see he had about 5 charges against him. Only one was true to form where they got him on it. Cruelty to children. Pretty much he was beating folks up, meaning the women he was dating, he was beating them up in front of the kids. I'm like, really? Really? And you had to know his personality was a rough one, okay? And he didn't take too kindly of women running their mouth, especially not men, but we didn't want to go into that beat down. But when women crossed Block, he had a very violent side. So it pays me to wonder, did he get on top of Kandi and had to whoop her butt left, right, calling domestic violence on her, and she just took it. I don't know. It's alleged though, because if he could do a set of women such as that in her present place with him by her being allegedly the side chick because Block was married when they were trying to get down. So of course you ain't gonna do certain things with your wife that you wanna do with a trick or a prostitute or woman on the side that you wish you could have in your life, but hey, she got to stay in the shadows because you already got one that you done made wifey. You done had kids with this, that, and the third. You just want a chick that you can run with and just get down how you want to get down and with no drama, drama free. Not saying he didn't have any likes or feelings for Candy May, but it just is what it is. She already had her as a good lay. He didn't want to leave her, but if she wanted to bounce, he had somebody to replace her. But from my understanding, Candy knew of the situation and she was willing to be the side chick. She knew of Block having a marriage, having family. And he just chose to dip out, but he didn't want to leave and he didn't leave. Okay? Allegedly, he tried to ask her to get rid of the baby or not have the baby as a part in what they were having between amongst themselves. But Candace like, I'm sorry, my baby, my body, I do what I want to do. So that may have been the demise of their so-called relationship. And she fell all the way back. She had enough money to raise her daughter by herself. Didn't understand why she felt she needed to pressure the man to do something he was obviously wasn't going to do. He's no stranger to the jail cell. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe it was something to an extent where she wanted to get him back, so she wanted to make trouble for him and call him on. He need to pay child support. He need to do this, he need to do that. But when you're putting yourself as a side chick, you're putting yourself in the middle of something that's already there, you're gonna get the bad end of the stick. And you should not acquire or require someone to be calling themselves gonna be responsible in case you want to continue to bring this child in the world. I'm not downgrading her for doing what they allegedly said she did, but we all play a fool in some parts when we call ourselves in love. I'm not saying I condone what she did. I'm just saying I kind of understand the situation. But sometimes we can't let the lustfulness of our intentions and our body, our flesh, get the best of who we are and a higher calling that we're serving. That's not right. So I'm just saying, repent for your sins, ask the Lord to forgive you, and move on. Because, hey, if the Lord can forgive you and nobody will ever come up against him, then who could be against you when you've already publicized your, infidelity or your uh, part in trying to destroy somebody else's marriage because one party wasn't, being the way they should have acted, and another party felt that they were going to go get what they needed from somebody else. This is what it is. Nobody's a stranger to it, whether they partaked in it or they knew somebody that partaked in it. You know what I'm saying? They have insight, is what I'm trying to get at, of why people do certain actions that may not be a very good part of morality or their moral standards. But anyway, I thought it was just cute how um, Bravo just wanted to dig into her dirt and find some drama for their crumbling numbers that they're experiencing this season and trying to revive where they go get different people out of the cast members past to bring up some scenarios. And I was like, oh my God, when they hit Candy's little front door stoop, they hit a gold mine because with bringing in Block Entertainment, they're bringing up dirt on her past, and she really didn't want things to come out on her. Like she wasn't too squeaky clean. But then again, you should know this when you get on reality shows, when things start to go south, plummeting in the ratings, money's dropping. They don't know what they want to do with the cast, whether they should revamp, whether they should add some more people, whatever. Things just start to just be thrown up in the air, and they're going to get what they paid the cast members for, whether they want to give it to them or whether they're going to go look out and in their discreetly in their past and bring up shit for the future. You know what I'm saying? To be partaking on these shows to keep the shows relevant, keep people employed, keep people's households, flourishing. It just is what it is. So she chose to be on this show and she likes what it affords her to do as well as promote her businesses, Candy Bedroom, laundry, not lingerie, but sex toys and this, that, and the other, because we really didn't know who Candy was prior to being on this reality show. We knew who she was by being in a group. We never saw her in a solo acts where she was able to stand on her own, like many other solo artists, female artists like Monica, Ashanti, Ashanti. What's the girl I really love? Aaliyah. She wasn't a part of that type of caliber. She was in a girls group, and they pretty much kept her in behind. She may have had a talent with, producing and arranging and writing songs for other people, but I mean, let's keep it for what it is. The other two members in Escape, they were the ladies that brought the vocals, brought us out there to see them. And that is what it is, whether they want to face it or not. It's not for me to just say, but just to give my opinion if you were to ask me. And right now, I'm telling you, y'all can get in the comments and try to dialogue with me with what I'm expressing, but they're still my opinions and they're my perspective. So I'm going to always hold truth to that because I think, Kandi is a nice woman, but she gets too far involved with things. She try to make herself look a certain way. Then she try to put all her family on, camera when they don't act appropriately or how we feel they should be acting just, because of their age and their wisdom they should have gotten throughout the years of living and learning. They shouldn't be acting a certain way. So she opens up scrutiny for us to get on her, our family, and anybody else we want to probably bring into the mix. You know what I'm saying? Is it fair? No, it's not. But it just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? When you have a reaction or you have an action, you're going to have a reaction, whether it comes back positive or negative. It is what it is. But I just find it very interesting that Kandi will hook herself up with somebody that displays like he really don't care about women, period. He's just out being selfish. He's out being himself. Like I said, love has a little strange way and lust and making us do what we really wouldn't do if we were thinking straight, meaning totally with our heads. For the men, their top head, not their bottom head. But you can also see she loves a certain type of man. And with her and Todd, I just don't see the ruggedness, the what do you call it? The oomph in a relationship when y'all trying to be sexual with each other. I don't see him throwing her up against the wall and slapping, flipping, rubbing her down. You know what I'm saying? Because even that scene they had when she was sitting there calling her filming on, the Real Housewives of this past episode last Sunday where he was licking on her booty trying to get some chocolate or I don't know, syrup or honey off her behind. I was like, man, you should have been biting on that. I want somebody to be biting me, making me moan or something. You just licking it like a little dog licking out, or a cat licking some sauce out of some milk out of a saucer. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is you doing? So I could see her wanting to escape from that because I'm like, ew, that's a total different spectrum you on from being how they say having kinky sex, and she's all about this kinky devices in the bedroom. So I'm like, okay, where does Todd play into this? I mean, were you that desperate where you had to set your standards a little lower when it came to your activity in the bedroom? I mean, I know I heard I want a woman in the street and a freak in the bed. So that's pretty much what you're doing with Todd, a man to be seen, because he's definitely a handsome man. He's got his body on fleet and all that. That's very good, but he must not be putting down the pipe. I'm just saying. I don't know. You tell me, my viewers. But I was just really taken back. I was like, okay, what's going on? Now she talking about I want him to run after me and my baby. I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. You married. Why would he be running after you? He didn't run after you then. He's not really running after you now. He's just trying to get that coin, trying to put his spin on this Riley situation while he was out of her life, while, this, that, and the third. He's going to have to explain that to her, not you. But we understand the people that pay your paycheck, they went in your past, they dug up what they want as a storyline, and it's working real well because they keep us tuning in even for the foolishness they have on platform for us to take part of. Okay, but yeah, Candy, you're looking pretty bad in my eyes when you're trying to say one thing about you raised Riley all yourself, your mama helped you and this, that, and you don't need, him and you could have blasted him out, this, that, and third. But aren't that's what you're doing now? You don't skip the radio format. You don't went straight to live and in color. Okay, on TV. So of course, with that Block's mentality, he's gonna come out and paint you in a bad light. So I would suggest you go and give us a 411 on this because he's gonna definitely try to tear you down and make you look bad, sweetheart. So go on and give us a T. Drop the T. You know what I'm saying? Fam, show us what we want. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, I know you can only say too much because he comes and he rolls in a different avenue. So you can't say but too much before you probably, have to answer to him when y'all off camera. Because we know Todd ain't gonna do nothing. Todd ain't about that life. So we know you have to be very careful on what you say, how you say it, and who you say it to. But I would suggest that you keep your family off of TV, exposing them so much to your past because they really don't know how to answer. And we definitely don't want Mama Joyce answering for you at all. Not at any time, any setting, any environment. No, no, keep her off. Keep her off. And I would like to see Todd step up and show insert some force when it comes to this Block trying to come up in, the camp. Because it seemed like the first time they let Block's girlfriend, wife, whoever she coming in now, it was a surprise to all of y'all, but it was like he didn't know what to do. I'm like, yo, are you serious? And he already looking kind of foolish when he was talking to Peter about, I don't want me and Candy to go down the same road or breaking up. I'm like, are you trying to run now because Block is on the scene? Maybe if I was in your shoes and I wasn't about that life, I might would probably grace myself out of the situation too. Because just seeing you two go head to head, he'll mop the floor all up with you, Todd. And I would feel so sorry for you. But hey, you better get back in that gym. You better put some more testosterone in that voice of yours and stand up for your woman. Cause honey, Block is coming, and he's coming with full force to penetrate. And I do mean penetrate. Real Housewives of Atlanta. He's finna get it going on. So I just thought I would just tell y'all that how Kandi done set up here and done got herself mixed up with a abusive man that's on camera. Well, not on camera, but he's has a felony record. He has some charges against him about being abusive towards his women, as well as being abusive towards children when it comes into the act of him showing his violent tendencies while children are in the room. So present. So I'm like, I don't know what kind of life were you living, Kandi, at one time? And I mean, you had to know this man, he had to exhibit some type of behavior of dominancy and just showing everybody that he can whoop on a woman's behind when he get ready, and definitely would do it to a man. And what were you thinking hooking up with this type of joker? I mean, like I said, AJ comes from a strange past too, and your mother, Mama Joyce, didn't like neither one of them, okay? And she didn't make any qualms about it. She's showing us just how she feels about Block. We already knew how she felt about AJ. Y'all put her in therapy with y'all, and y'all still came up negative, okay? So it's just interesting. Interesting. That's all I got to say. But I had to shake my head like, I had Prince shake his head. And my first thing, like, my, is Johnny Gill saying his song. What is going on? How Marvin Gaye said. All right. But anyway, y'all, that was my take on do you feel like I feel? That is the question. And I said, why, Kandi? Why did you get messed up? Why are you putting your babies on TV? Your baby Riley. Why are you putting your mama in all these episodes? I just need to know why, why? Okay, maybe my viewers can get in there and tell me why. So we all just be dumbfounded and keep watching for anything of entertainment when it comes to Real Housewives of Atlanta and this Block and Kandi's little cameos they're gonna be doing and filming with one another and see what kind of tea they gonna drop on one another. That's what I'm saying, guys. So y'all keep it real, keep your head down in them streets, keep your eyes open and your nose smelling, and come up with some more interesting topics for me to talk about. Okay. Blessings, y'all. Have a nice night. Bye.